So GoHighLevel just came up with a crazy update of creating rental calendars. That's right, if you are in the business of doing any kind of rentals, whether it's an event, property, jet skis, cars, beachfront property, it doesn't matter. You now have the ability of creating those rental properties and managing them directly inside of HighLevel. Again, one of the best CRMs out there right now with all these crazy features. So today what we're gonna do is we're gonna build out a rental calendar to show you where to turn on the feature, and then more importantly, show you how to set this up. So then you can do this not only for yourself, but even if you have clients that are in the rental space, that's gonna make it incredibly easy that they can use this software and not we're having to worry about any other one. So stay tuned and build along with us. All right, so the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna come back all the way here and we're gonna go to switch to agency view. Inside agency view, we're gonna go to our sub accounts, and inside of our sub accounts, I'm gonna go to the test account that I'm gonna test this in. We are gonna click on the test account directly in here, and under bulk actions, we're gonna do setup calendars. With setup calendars, we're gonna ensure that rentals is on, and we're just gonna type in confirm, and this will automatically enable rental calendars to go directly into the site. And if we go in here and we go now into test account, we'll be able to activate them. Now, if you're not the agency owner and you don't have access to this, you're gonna have to ask the agency owner to turn it on. Also remember that this is a beta feature, so it's not fully still live everywhere else, but just keep that in mind as we're building through. So once it's in here, you're gonna go over to calendars on the left-hand side. Once in calendars on the left-hand side, you're gonna go to calendar settings. In here, you're now gonna notice rentals. So when you click on rentals, just a quick little overview of this right here. One, there is an onboarding guide that allows you to come in here and tells you a little bit about the feature. Second is you can view the booking page directly in here. So you can come in here and you have all sharing options available. You also have an embed code that you can embed on any site that you've already created. So with that being said, over on the left-hand side, you're now gonna see listings where you can add a new listing, which is gonna be the actual thing you're renting out. And you can also add categories or specifics if you wanna break it down inside your calendar so people can easily search for what they're looking for, especially when you have things like jet skis and cars and houses, and maybe you're renting it all out. That's something you're gonna definitely wanna have listed directly in here. So in this particular case, we're gonna do two categories. We're gonna do beachfront, all right? And then we're gonna do the second category of, instead of defaults, we're just gonna head at the default one, and we're gonna do condo. And we're gonna go ahead and just change that to condo. And we're gonna save the changes. Now I got two different categories, condo and beachfront. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my first new listing. So I'm gonna hit add new, and here I'm gonna upload some images. So I'm gonna upload images from my system, and we will grab that one right there. This will be our condo. And I already have some GTP images right here of basically our condo. And we're gonna put that title directly in here under our listing. I'm gonna ask for a mini description for now. I'm just gonna put that description in here. And we have, and you can put multiple images, but for now we're just gonna have one. And the best price for this is gonna be about $140 a day. You can also do it by hour, week, and you can do it by month. The condo is going to be category, custom URL. We can put in condo 1 just to make it easy, but you can have a condo, whatever it is, and we can make it active. And then you have the status here. Now you also have some advanced settings here at the bottom, and that will allow you to do a lot more in here. Now, enable listing specific form, use listing specific form instead of the default one, just in case you need different details when you're booking the actual client. But for now, we're gonna leave it the same. Inventory and pricing, we can track inventory because maybe I have 3 of these, all right? And then I have different variants. I can set up variants for the difference. So I can have regular, and I can have, this is 2 of the regular. I'll just confirm that. Input name, I'll just say Ocean View. And then this is gonna be 180 per day. Advanced pricing, so seasonal pricing, then we can say on the start date from, let's say in June 1st all the way to July 31st, we do a 10% adjustment, and then day of the week pricing stays the same. Duration discounts, we could say it's 2% if they stay more than 14 days, all right? Quantity discounts, if they buy 2 or more, we could do that. We could say it's 10% off if they buy 2, and again, you can have these different things in here. Now, hey, we want to interrupt this video for a quick little minute to just let you know that I hope you're enjoying this video. We want to thank you for being here, but more importantly, we are hoping that this content helps you do whatever you're trying to do inside of HighLevel. We also want to let you know that you have options to get additional help. We offer a $197 a month VIP coaching program that includes 4 days of office hours, first come, first serve, with Andy or myself, where we go in and we answer any of your questions that you might have live with a group setting for other people that are also working in HighLevel. We also have a VIP group where we answer questions directly one-on-one with anybody posting in that group to give you the absolute best support. It also comes with a bunch of other features, including our funnel brick system, our little mini course, and more importantly, a couple guides that'll help you through this, and also including our SOP library that we use for pretty much everything inside of our agency. So thank you for this quick little minute, but more importantly, go back to the video, get whatever you need, and if you have any questions that we can answer inside the video, just drop a comment on the video and we'll make sure to answer whenever we get a chance. And now back to the show. Inside of here, the inventory and pricing, if you come in here and you edit, all right, we have our discounts and everything else. Yeah, I just want to make sure that that's right. And then the other one we can do is you have 2 of the ocean view and 1 of the regular. Yeah, there's no discount. Seasonal pricing is also in effect for this one. So this one, we're going to say that it's May 1st to June 1st. And again, this is also a 10% increase, no discounts for duration and everything else. And we have it all set. And now we have it in here. Now you also have your booking settings, minimum duration in days. We're going to say they have to stay at least a minimum of 4 days. Maximum duration is 14. And post buffer, we're not going to really worry about. Minimum scheduling notice, we're going to say 7 days. And max advance, we're going to say 360 days. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and save changes on there. And then if you have a particular calendar that you need to sync with, you can import the calendar value in here and go in. But honestly, you would want to make this on the calendar directly in here and have it directly work off of this. So I'm going to hit save. And now I've updated the listing directly in here already. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do a new listing. And this is going to be another one of our properties, which is going to be directly on the beach. I'm going to come over here and we're going to say a warm and living photo of a charming. We're going to come in here and then we're going to come up with the listing name and then we're just going to give the same description. Base price, we're going to say that this one's $240 a day and this is going to be beachfront. And we're going to say beach and then active status, go again into our advanced. All right, come directly in here and we have the description, everything else that we had before. Inventory and pricing, same thing. If you want to do seasonal pricing, let's go ahead and turn that on. We're going to do a percentage. You can also do a flat. So I'm going to come in here and we're going to do, let's say from May 1st all the way to July 1st, we're going to say it's a 15%. All right, and we're going to go ahead and do that. Hit save changes. Come over here, booking settings, and the duration of day, same thing. It's going to be 7 days, maximum duration 14. Pre-buffer time. This means time blocked before each booking. Probably not going to have anything there if now that I think about it. And minimum scheduling notice, we at least need 4 days. And advanced booking window, we're going to do 360 days. And then we're going to hit save changes. Calendar sync again. Sync your availability across platforms, stay up to date. And then you can come in here, enter the name to help you recognize the blocks from this calendar. And then the calendar URL, iCal ending in ICS from external booking platform for double bookings. And you would do it directly in here, and then you can add the external calendar. A little bit more complex, but normally you wouldn't have to do that because you would just have it here. And then you're going to go ahead and save changes, right? Now I'm going to go back over to listing. There's a couple of other things that I want to go through. One is we're going to go to global settings. This is where you're going to set your business of operations in. This is configure availability, booking behavior, and schedule rules for your business. So you can come in here and set the days, the time zone, the auto-confirm bookings, enable multi-cart where people can go ahead and buy new ones, and temporarily disable all new bookings if you're away, and you can go ahead and turn that on. The booking page, you can automate it. Now, honestly, it's not the best looking booking page in here, but the best part about this is you can actually embed it and you can kind of cover around it, right? So instead of saying test account, you're gonna say JNP properties, and then come over here, and the slug would be, you would do a card view. You could also do different view, a list view, let the bookers choose. Yeah, we'll do that. English language, Sunday starts the week, view listing location, reset the defaults, confirm booking. And then again, if you wanted to create a personalized form, you would create your form and come in here and then basically do it that way. And then you have a consent box that allows them to receive messages. Payment settings, you can go ahead and have it in the different currency. US dollar is the most important one. We would manage the connection of the provider, Stripe, PayPal, whatever you have in here. You just want to make sure that it's actually a managed payment service that would actually work. And then require payment at booking, you would have on here, and enable security deposits, which is great. Collect up front. Taxes, if you want to have taxes in here, you totally can. Want to charge taxes configure, go into the individual listing or associated product. I'm going to show you where to do that. I'm going to hit save settings. Now you can create your own automations or have right in here where you would do follow-up, cancellations, reschedules, and reminders, both in email. And if you have text messaging sewed up, you can probably do that right off of an automation, but you can go ahead and save changes. So 2 other things that we're going to do and understand. The first one is coming in here and grabbing this document right in here. And if you click on all sharing options, grab the embed code, copy the embed code right here, and we can go, let's say, into a page that we could create it that has all the properties and everything else in it. So we would go into our site. Now, obviously, I don't have one in here, but for instance, we'll just take any one of these. And we would go, let's say in here, come into our lead magnet page for this one, but obviously be a property page or a really nice, page designed around the properties and what it's about. I would come in here, add an element. The element would be code. Click on the code, click on this custom HTML value right here, hit open custom code, hit save again, and lo and behold, if we go to the property, there it is right here. So I literally can build things around here so people can come in here and do whatever they need, and it automatically shows. And if you have view details, there you are again, where you can go ahead and add it to cart, do whatever you need to, and it will actually add the end date and everything else to make it easy. Now, with that being said, let's go back and let's talk about taxes, because that is something that's very important for a lot of people. And by the way, if you have cleaning fees and everything else, just add the cleaning fee directly to the pricing and just make sure you explain that in your actual contact. If you have like a cleaning fee or an extra additional fee, I would honestly just include it in your price and then just make sure you announce that in the receipt, or better yet, in the actual description. $250 cleaning fee will be added to your total price or something along that lines, right? So if you come in here, you're gonna go over to our payments and products. You're gonna go over to products, and inside of here, you have your calendar product, which is where you're gonna make the adjustments. We're gonna click in here. And once we click in here, yes, the taxes will be included in purchase price. The price shown to the customer will include the tax. And then we're gonna attach the taxes. If we don't have one, you hit create tax. It's gonna come over here, and let's say we have standard tax rates. It will automatically be in the dropdown. If not, you can add your tax, and it could be whatever it is. Once you add it, it'll be listed on here. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna come back over to your payments or your products. Inside your products, we're gonna go ahead and click on that one. We're gonna say yes, and we're gonna attach the taxes. And then in the dropdown, you would select your New Jersey, New York tax, whatever it might be. And then you would hit save, and you would have taxes automatically added. Again, because some people need to do this, and I would just make sure that that's a yes on there, and tax will be included into the price. Now, again, you can do this for whatever you need, but how cool is this? You now have the ability of not only doing your own rentals, but more importantly, doing this for clients, opening up a whole new line of business for agency owners out there trying to get additional client sets. So hopefully this was helpful, and we'll see you in the next one.